Oh, dear.
All right, and we are coming into 184 pounds now. From Hofstra, we're going to have Will Conlon. And from Mason, we're going to have Malachi DuVall. Malachi, your most recent Hammer Award recipient, the Mason's team award, and also the MAC East Wrestler of the Week, coming away with a big pin in the UVA match that Mason had. First time Mason has beat UVA ever. Or since, I think, 1992. Maybe not ever, but 1992.
A long time, regardless.
Yeah, a long time. Yeah, I think I was 3 when that happened.
And I was in high school getting turned down for dates. Two guys tied up on top here. DuVall snaps him down, tries to spin behind.
And Malachi, another Keystone State product. Again, a guy who does a good job of, mixing, some fundamentals with a little bit of flash. He's got a couple of tricks. He's not afraid to let it fly. I think, for me, what I think the difference between Malachi and really taking that next step is to just really focus on those fundamentals that he is already very good at. He tends to, maybe kind of bail to something a little bit earlier in positions where if he just kind of stuck with it longer, he could probably see it through. But Malachi's a guy I think is peaking at the right time after that UVA win.
Yeah, well, we touched on this earlier, right? A big part of college wrestling is making sure that you're the one who's not out of position and doesn't make mistakes. Well, he snaps him down in a front headlock there, able to spin behind, get himself a 3-point takedown. Speaking of good position, he was able to get Conlon right out of it.
Exactly.
And capitalize. He goes to work with a figure 4 on that right leg, working for the wrist.
Look at Malachi, pretty tall guy in his own right for his weight, able to really kind of create some leverage in some different situations with that length.
Reaching across with a cross face, turns that wrist underneath, keeping Conlon's right hip immobilized.
Yeah, Will Conlon, again, a freshman, but a former NHSCA national champion from not what you call a wrestling power state, Hoover, Alabama, by way of Spain Park High School. Only thing I know about Hoover, Alabama, John, is that there was an MTV reality show about a football team there when I was about 14.
Hoover, Alabama is right outside Birmingham, Greg. I've been there for one of my son's baseball tournaments. It's actually the site of the SEC Conference's baseball tournament every year.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, but it's the first time I've heard it in the wrestling context.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Conlon's up and out. DuVall working on that head again.
And Conlon, a guy, likes to threaten low, but allegedly not a lot of action according to the scouting report. Likes to get to his underhooks and 2-on-1s, and he's got a nice little rotation high crouch he gets to.
DuVall in on a double, but then quickly switches to a single leg. Whizzer from Conlon. DuVall's up on his feet, trips him, gets control of those hips, and a 3-point takedown.
Yeah, Malachi, he's got some good bend to the way he wrestles. He's a little lanky but explosive, and he can just kind of adjust himself in positions like that.
I like it. He doesn't stop.
No. All right, we're gonna go into the second period now, again with Malachi picking up the second takedown at a good time at the end of the period. Now up 6-1 over the visiting Conlon, who's going to take the down position.
He's got riding time advantage, but essentially just lets Conlon up. Conlon capitalizes.
Right back in on him.
Yeah, that's a way to be aware. But DuVall throws a cradle in. Conlon did not finish. And there's a fall.
That's all she wrote. Malachi DuVall on a real heater right now, getting 2 pins in the last 3 matches. And he's a guy, he brings good energy to this team.
Greg, we talked at the beginning of that match about not being the guy who makes a mistake. Conlon did a great job with that escape of turning around and taking a shot immediately, but stopped. He stopped.